As you all know, we had a severe weather outbreak earlier today, and my calculations on here shows that we had 138 total reports of severe weather. 23 of them were actually tornado, 74 of them were wind, and 41 of them was hail. Now, I am going to go through some of these reports as they're actually coming in pretty rapidly. Wayne County, 4 miles west-southwest of Westler, there was actually homes damaged near Stringford, excuse me. Cooley Road, no details at the time. We have 2 miles east-northeast of...
in the chat.
Nice. 2 miles east-northeast of Bellington's Lee, we actually have multiple trees were blown down and at least one structure was damaged near Highway 24 and Highway 34. Additional damage was reported along Highway 53. Now that was in Alabama. We have Coosa County in Alabama near Stewartville. We had a tornado likely from TDS on local radar near the state line. We have Mount State Park in Hale County, Alabama. Roof damage to a number of houses in the city on both sides of the county line. Several businesses also was damaged in Mountville. We had a tornado reported by the emergency management near Birmingport, there in Jefferson County, 3 miles west-southwest of Miller Stream Plant. Union County, Louisiana, near Farmersville.
Hope everyone is safe during the severe weather.
Emergency
cover if needed. Stay inside till further notice.
Emergency manager of Union Parish confirmed at least a short tree damage path just west of Farmersville crossing Highway 2. Now, the one I actually saw a video of a large tornado that actually touched down, but that's going to be unknown. In Jefferson County, 1 mile southeast of Bull City, reported by a spotter who was on the southeast side of the location, was looking northwest and saw it. That we had 4 miles north of West Bend in Clark County, Alabama, several homes on stilts, it's kind of like a mobile home park, I guess, were severely damaged in the West Bend community from tornado at 4:20 p.m. from emergency manager that reported that. Now, this is sad to say. I mean, there's no fatalities as far as I know, but we do have a couple injuries in Clark County, Alabama, near the Campbell Landing Road. A tornado damaged 4 homes. 1 home is destroyed. 2 people injured, and that's about 4:30 p.m. We had significant tree and power line damage on Highway 69 in Morven, Alabama, from a tornado at 4:30, verified by a storm spotter. We have in Marengo County, multiple trees along Highway 69 are down. 1 mile east of Mount Olive in Jefferson County, power lines and power poles are down in the 2400 block of Mount Olive Road. 2 miles south of Pools Crossroad in Chilton County, homes damaged in the Pools Crossroad area. In Stone County, Missouri, there was a kind of a misspell or misreport, so they had to correct a previous thunderstorm wind damage. Trees were reported down and roads was blocked on Highway 413. Spotter confirmed tornado on the ground doing damage. Stone County, Missouri, 2 miles east-southeast of Wheelerville. Damage reported to a house and trees down at 248 and Button Road, just east of Berry Stone County line. Multiple reports of power lines and trees down, along with golf ball-sized hail. Near Omaha, in Texas, sheriff's offices report multiple highway signs down on Interstate 30, as well as a few trees, and also down in the same northern part of the county along Interstate 30. Small hail was also reported. Mount Pleasant, Texas, many trees and power lines reported down in the city of Mount Pleasant by police department. Man, Mount Pleasant really took a hit, man. They had damage on the northwest side, also in town, and then on the northeast side. A McDonald's sign was blown over and a gas pump blown over at a convenience store. Winds was estimated at between 60 and 75 miles an hour. In Smith County, multiple trees reported down in the southeast part of the county. In Harrison County, trees are down. Nashville, Arkansas, trees are down. Trooper vehicle damaged with a fallen tree with no injuries. Harrison County in Scottsville, trees down. A tree fell on a trooper's vehicle with no injuries. Sumter County, Alabama, near Ward. They had a correct a report. 4 miles northeast of Ward, 20 to 30 trees blown down and minor structural damage near Highway 17 and Walker Road. And they could have been a tornado. Dallas County, Alabama, near Burnsville. Several trees and power lines were blown down along Highway 83 and Highway 84. Highway 250 or 528 and Highway 26, at least one structure was damaged, possible tornado. So theoretically, there's been more of a wind threat, but they also kept putting the word possible tornado because it could have been from a tornado. There was actually one, Wilkinson County, Mississippi, near Fort Adams. Public reported tree debris on Road 61 via social media in Wilkinson County, possible tornado. So theoretically, we had a lot of damage, but, at least, but what scares me is having all them trees falling on the state troopers' vehicles. Luckily, I'm so amazed that there has been no fatalities. But we thought the dynamics would have been really up there. But because Alabama had rain the whole morning, and they actually had, in Coleman County, they had flash flood warning this morning and also last night because they had like 3 inches of rain last night into this morning, and now they have a lot of rain coming in. There's actually some water rescues going on right now in Morgan County, Alabama, as we speak. So it's what happens when you have so much rainfall in a short period of time. You'll end up having this kind of stuff. Yesterday they had a moderate risk for Alabama, and a high risk that kind of clipped the extreme northwestern part of Tuscaloosa County, points west. But then as the day went on today, they extended that to include the Birmingham metropolitan area. We only had like a couple big tornadoes, but they were not that long-tracked ones, because what happened is that if you think about April 27, 2011, there were not that much rain to like weaken these things. But 10 years ago you had a small storm and it fires up and you have like an EF4 down on the ground. But in this case today, we thought the dynamics in the shear was going to be violent to get these storms really rapidly fired up, but because of the rain, and the sun wasn't out as long, and what happened was that the dynamics was not that severe, but they actually had a PDS tornado watch, and actually they still have that going in Alabama until 3 a.m. As of right now, last I saw, it was more of a line. But keep in mind, the tornado threat seems low now because it's more of a line.
PC watch number 0038.
And that's probably just an update on the tornado watch. But nevertheless, there's a few injuries, but everybody got through this, and thank God it was during the daytime. Because if it wasn't, if only the, you know, if it was like 10 years ago, we would have been in a serious problem. We had way less tornadoes reports today, and and I have to thank God for this, because God actually kept an eye on everybody, and everybody got okay, got through it okay. And there's still gonna be a lot of surveys to go out tomorrow, and Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, you name it. But the only thing that we got to make sure is that we have to pray for the people tomorrow, because there's a moderate risk towards the East Coast. If I'm not mistaken, from what it shows, we have a moderate risk for the northern or the eastern part of Georgia, North and South Carolina. And as I'm looking at this, we actually have a serious problem. The wind is going to be the major threat right now with this in North Carolina, pretty much where the moderate risk is. And there's actually a significant patch there. The tornado threat, well, there's going to be a significant tornado threat there, but not as high as it was today. 15% with a significant patch. The hail threat doesn't seem that bad. I mean, only 30%. But nevertheless, tornado watch will probably be required tomorrow, obviously. I thought there was going to be a tornado emergency, but there were a couple PDS tornado warnings. But everybody got through the storms, without any chaos. But things can change, obviously, because you know what? Tornado season is about to start in April, May, and June. That's the peak of the tornado season. Let's just hope and pray that my sources will be wrong for this, because my sources are telling me it's going to be a really, really bad severe weather season this year. And obviously it started out pretty bad with Texas and now these other states. So in the meantime, if any other updates happen, actually I heard there was a tornado warning. I'm going to check that real quick, then we'll start. There's not. So, yeah. And by the way, I just want to give an all clear to Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, and everybody, because the tornado watch is pretty much going to expire. The high risk is no more. The moderate risk is no more for those areas, because that storms is actually approaching the Georgia state line already. So, Alabama can now rest and just wake up in the morning and start cleaning the cities up. So in the meantime, thank you all for tuning in. If anything else does happen, I'll let you all know tomorrow morning.